Did you know this isn't a Cabbage Patch doll? But the artist behind it had her idea stolen to make these Cabbage Patch Kids? Let me tell you the real story behind one of the biggest toys of all time. Martha Nelson Thomas began creating her unique doll babies in the early 1970s. These handcrafted, soft-sculpted dolls were each designed and sewn by her with care. Unlike mass-produced toys at the time, the doll babies were highly personalized. Buyers were encouraged to adopt a doll rather than just simply purchasing it. Thomas created birth certificates for each doll baby, emphasizing the emotional connection between the doll and its owner. Each doll baby also came with a packet of important papers, which included a letter from Martha explaining the doll's personality and preferences, along with a letter from the doll itself. That adoption process would later become the cornerstone of Cabbage Patch Kids' marketing strategy. Martha sold her dolls primarily at craft fairs and local events, where they earned significant attention and a following of fans. Each doll had its own unique look and personality, and Thomas's dedication to her craft made them a popular choice among collectors and parents. In the late 1970s, Thomas crossed paths with Xavier Roberts, a young entrepreneur and artist. He admired her doll babies and reportedly purchased some to resell in Georgia. However, Martha became uncomfortable with his intentions when she realized that he was claiming credit for the designs and attempting to profit from her work without permission. Disturbed by his business practices, she confronted him, and he responded with a threatening letter stating something like, "If I can't sell your dolls, I'll sell some just like them." This marked the beginning of a long and painful chapter for Martha. He then founded Original Appalachian Artworks Incorporated in 1978 and began producing the dolls on a larger scale. He included the idea of adoption papers taken directly from Martha's original concept. In 1982, Roberts struck a deal with Coleco, a toy company, to mass-produce Cabbage Patch Kids. This partnership turned the dolls into a cultural phenomenon, with millions sold worldwide and an unprecedented level of success for a toy line. By 1983, Cabbage Patch Kids were a household name, and Xavier became a millionaire. As the popularity of Cabbage Patch Kids skyrocketed, Martha Nelson Thomas watched as her original concept was commercialized without her involvement. In the early 1980s, she filed a lawsuit against him, claiming that he had stolen her designs and ideas. The legal battle was complicated, and Roberts' lawyers argued that his creations were sufficiently different to constitute a new product. Martha's reluctance to brand or copyright her work made it difficult to protect her designs. She said, "There's no place to sign a baby." This sentiment clashed with Roberts' commercial approach, which included his signature on every doll. Ultimately, the case was settled out of court for an undisclosed sum. While the settlement prevented Martha from speaking publicly about the case, it's widely believed that she received some financial compensation. However, she did not receive the level of recognition or wealth that Roberts enjoyed as the face of the Cabbage Patch Kids empire. Martha Nelson Thomas's contributions to the world of toys and her influence on a multi-billion-dollar industry deserve to be recognized and remembered. Martha continued to create her doll babies and other art pieces until she passed away in 2013 after a battle with ovarian cancer. At her funeral, attendees brought their doll babies and sat them in reserved pews at the front of the service as a tribute to her life and work.